in the backcourt and DeWanna Bonner. Alyssa Thomas and Brianna Jones round out the front court for Connecticut. The Connecticut Sun, the 7 seed, the Aces, the top seed. Connecticut thumped Vegas after their long layoff in game 1. A tight game in game 2. Huge plays down the stretch from A'ja Wilson to help lift Las Vegas. And big plays in the fourth quarter from Angel McCoughtry. McCoughtry, playoff tested, 3rd all-time when it comes to playoff points per game. And the Connecticut Sun, they have experience now at this time of year. Last season, they earned the respect of everybody when they went to Game 5 of the WNBA Finals and were 5 minutes away from winning a title without some of those pieces this year, but still with quite a few key ones. And Game 3 of a 1-1 best-of-5 series is underway. That jumper won't go. Bonner the rebound.
One of the things I'm looking at for Connecticut is Alyssa Thomas. Normally when a player has a shoulder injury, you wonder how it will affect their shot. With her, you wonder how it might affect her physicality. She is usually the most physical player on the floor.
Here's Brianna Jones bodying in. Speaking of physicality, good D there from Swords.
Pushing the pace is so vitally important to Vegas. Great job by Angel McCoughtry with the post feed to A'ja Wilson.
Wilson coming off 29 points on 13 of 19 shooting. 7 rebounds, 7 blocks. January can't hit. Rebound Wilson. Vegas loves to play with pace. Robinson zipping in, can't finish. Let's check out Thomas. Look good on that time. Bonner lays it in.
And that's right there. That's what Alyssa Thomas brings. That your backup post players do not. Is the defensive board and pushing in transition.
Wilson tied up for the moment by Bonner. Got it to Sword. She can't finish. Jones able to contest. And look at Thomas immediately takes some big contact right on that shoulder. And then she just struts by Angel McCoughtry as if to say, yeah, I'm fine.
Really, really big contact, and you're absolutely right. It's good to see that she's able to put the right hand down and to absorb her body weight on the fall. And that was a strut, right?
Yeah, right. It was
right.
All right. You see Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe sit baseline catching this game after Seattle won a little while ago, game 2 against Minnesota. Jasmine Thomas can't hit.
A couple times now, Connecticut has had guards get looks for the mid-range jumper, and that's what was so successful for Jasmine Thomas in game 1. They haven't been able to convert here.
Thomas leads for Alyssa. Her floater is good. The shoulder not restricting the effectiveness there.
I'm just surprised that she's not hesitant at all with it. This injury happened 48 hours ago.
She was listed as out, and that changed to questionable today as McCoughtry so smooth.
Angel McCoughtry does not play a heavy amount of minutes, but when she is in there, she is looking to get her offense going.
Foul against Vegas. We'll keep it here.
Alyssa Thomas in the open floor, and we see that a lot. Just with the floater inside, she can go with the right or the left hand, but it's good to see her right shoulder, the extension there, Rye.
Cheryl Reeve is not a part of this series, but obviously one of the greatest coaches this league has ever seen, and it was so interesting hearing her talk about Alyssa Thomas before the start of the semifinals, just saying, I mean, she's an incredible iron woman. What a machine. And Thomas showing that again, just being able to get on the floor here in this game. Here's Wilson. Double team, threw it away. January bursts ahead of the field, and Breon January lays it home.
Well, you see, as soon as Asia Wilson catches the ball, the hard double comes. Danielle Robinson cutting through. She had a second where she was open, but Asia wasn't able to get it to her.
Glad we got a little peek at Kurt Miller's shirt there.
We need more of it.
Oh, we'll get a deep dive. Don't you worry, it's coming. Our director, Ken Dennis, does not miss an opportunity to show the shirts of Kurt Miller in his 5th season now as Sun head coach. It was so fun talking to Kurt before the game about the shirts, and he said, you know, we all just could use another reason to smile. Obviously, mental health is a concern. It's a difficult thing being sort of, you know, sequestered in one area for a long period of time. And he thought the shirts could bring a smile, bring some life.
Certainly bring a smile for me. How about bringing a smile to Bill Lambier's face? Asia Wilson, 3 defenders around her. The reverse pivot makes everything look easy. She surrounded, hands coming. We talk about it a lot, in particular with post players. When you can play at your speed and the defense can't speed you up, that's Asia Wilson right there.
Bill Lambier in his 3rd season as Aces head coach, won 3 titles with Detroit. Has been so happy with the way the leadership component has come along with Asia this season. No Liz Cambage, no Kelsey Plum. Vegas acquiring Angel McCautry, and thanks to the MVP Asia Wilson and the other talent on this roster, here they are, tied 1-1 in the semifinals. The top seed, Wilson got fouled. Let's see if they call it on the floor or on the shot.
But again, as soon as she catches the ball, Jasmine Thomas leaves Danielle Robinson for the hard double. Coming over, DeWanna Bonner's in the area as well. Yeah, Jasmine Thomas just got way too much arm.
That'll be the first foul on Jasmine Thomas, side out of bounds.
But it's clear that Connecticut's saying early on defensively, somebody else other than Asia Wilson is going to get open looks tonight. We are going to do our best to flood her.
Well, foul there before the inbound against Breon January, which means Las Vegas gets to choose a shooter for a single free throw and retain possession. And away from the play foul that happens before the ball is inbounded. Seattle in the house, checking out the action. Sue needed to take a breath. January comes up with a steal. Put up the jumper. Thomas there for the cleanup. And Alyssa Thomas already with 4 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist in this opening quarter. Brianna Jones won't get the steal. Instead, it's going to be a block against Connecticut.
Alyssa Thomas, left arm up. She wants the basketball. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but give her an assist either way.
Someone asked Derek Wittenberg. An 8-7 Connecticut lead, 5:40 to go in this first quarter. A pivotal game 3, best of 5 semifinals. McBride, she is one of the few threats from deep for Las Vegas.
Yeah, she's their main threat, so it's a good sign to see her aggressive early and also making one early.
McBride in her career, 37% from deep. That won't go. Jones the cleanup. And Connecticut led the league in offensive rebounds in the regular season. They have led the playoff field in offensive rebounds per game as well. Young could look into Hamby. That's a strong tandem off the bench for Las Vegas.
And you certainly want to see Jackie Young aggressive on the offensive end of the floor. She's a really good passer when she gets inside.
And that's something Bill Lambier told us as well, that he wants to see more aggression from her. Alyssa Thomas can't float that one in. 12-10 Vegas lead. Robinson turns on the Jets, kicks to Young. She can't hit on a 3. Hamby backs it alive, but Bonner controls for Connecticut. DeWanna Bonner, 2 points thus far in this quarter. Shot it 26 times, 8th most field goal attempts in a playoff game in game 2. As Alyssa can't finish. Hamby, Euro steps and pushes it out of bounds to Connecticut. 4:18 to go in the first. We'll step aside. Vegas a 12-10 lead in a pivotal game 3.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jasmine Thomas, and on behalf of the players, I will share our collective statement. Our hearts are with Miss Tamika Palmer. It has been 195 days since her daughter, Breonna Taylor, was killed. 195 days, and still today, no one was charged for her death. We strongly support the sentiment expressed by the family of Breonna Taylor. The result is outrageous and offensive. No one needs to live in the Commonwealth of Kentucky to understand this case. We won't stop pressing for full transparency and full and complete justice. There are far too many questions left unanswered. Justice is on the ballot. Please register today and vote on or before November 3rd.
Well, the women of the WNBA have been wearing Breonna Taylor's name on their back. They have promised her mother in a very emotional Zoom call that they did before the season, "We will not forget your daughter. We will continue to say her name." And Asia Wilson, very emotional when asked about that grand jury finding. She said, "I can't even express it enough how tough it is and how disgusted I am. But this has not stopped this fight, and this will never stop my fight. This is making me want to push through even more because black women deserve so much better than what is going on right now."
Holly, we've seen incredible commitment, creativity, and communication from the women of the WNBA in their quest for social justice, and we know that will always continue with this league.
Their focus coming into the season was to be a voice for the voiceless, to say her name, to make sure everyone knew Breonna Taylor's name.
14-10, Vegas lead in front of Connecticut. 3:20 to go in the first. Bonner. Oh, the footwork, the dipsy-do.
And that's what Kurt Miller said he wants to see more of. Maybe a few less threes from DeWanna Bonner. He wants to see her taking it at the basket, getting to the free throw line.
Young and Hamby off the bench with Wilson, McBride, and Robinson from the starting lineup for Vegas. Wilson a little too strong, and it's out of bounds to Connecticut.
Asia Wilson is a good passer. I thought she was going to pass the ball to a wide-open Danielle Robinson inside, but on this end, I mean, we've seen that so often throughout the course of DeWanna Bonner's career. The step through and the length of her legs, she covers so much space without traveling.
Top 15 playoff scorer all time is DeWanna Bonner. Thomas, center of the lane, good cut from Jones, and she lays it in. Now, Vegas thought it was a travel, but they were kind of contesting it as the play was still happening.
I think she was bobbling it, and that's the reason the travel wasn't called.
There's Jackie Young. We saw her really access the mid-range with consistency this season.
Bill Lambier continued to talk to her in the offseason and early in this season to look for her mid-range jumper, and she's been able to do that so successfully.
Bonner had it stripped away. Alyssa Thomas trying to clean it up. Bonner, another chance. Can't finish. Jones, no. Connecticut still fighting, and eventually it's a jump ball. Connecticut's prowess on the offensive glass, again on display.
They're just going to be tough, and great inside position by DeWanna Bonner. Tries to finish, can't. Breonna Jones right there as well.
5 offensive rebounds already for the parrot-shirted coach's team.
That just rolled off your tongue so smoothly, right?
You know, even if Connecticut was to be eliminated, you'd want Kurt Miller to stay just to keep coming with a new shirt every game. Look at that beauty. Holly, I mean, come on. How gorgeous is that shirt in person?
It's spectacular, but it's not as good as the one with cacti on the other night. You know, Kurt said we were told it was going to be casual. The coaches would be in golf shirts or in polo polo shirt. So he said, I wanted to bring some fun ones. And then when he got here, every coach was wearing a team logo shirt. So he finally broke out and said, you know what, I've packed all these shirts. I'm going to bring them out. We all need a little sunshine and light in the world. And Kurt Miller, you are ours. Thank you very much.
Well said, Holly. Good D again from Connecticut here. Contesting the entry passes. It'll stay with Vegas after the deflection from Jasmine Thomas. Thomas 3 times on the all-defensive first team.
Just watch, though. As soon as A'ja Wilson catches the basketball, how quickly the double team comes. Sometimes the third defender comes. This could be a game where the weak side guard cutting down through the lane is going to be the player open when she catches and gets double or triple team. Right there, Jackie Young.
You got it. She was open, and yet Wilson still able to score.
I mean, that's what makes her so good, right? Doesn't matter how many defenders are on her. She's capable of finishing.
Jasmine Thomas, hawked by Hamby. The catch and fire from the perimeter is good for Kyla Charles, the rookie.
That's a confidence basket right there for Kyla Charles.
Kurt Miller saying that Connecticut would need either Kyla Charles or Natisha Heidemann to find some of their shots. Score some points for Connecticut to be able to win this series. 2-for-1 opportunity here for Connecticut. Jasmine Thomas cuts through the D, and a blocking foul is called against Las Vegas. Looks like it was Sugar Rogers on the foul.
You have to like Connecticut's aggressiveness. In game 2, Vegas by far was the more aggressive team, and their line on the free throw line was a reflection of that. Connecticut very aggressive here in the first quarter.
Let's take a look at Sunday's WNBA playoff schedule. ESPN at 1 Eastern. It'll be game 4 of this series between Vegas and Connecticut, and ABC at 3. It'll be Seattle and Minnesota. Seattle a chance to punch their ticket to the finals. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. Connecticut a 1-point lead. Tightly played opening quarter. A pivotal game 3 in a best-of-5 semifinal series. Wilson left that short. Rebound Thomas. Connecticut can hold for 1. Doesn't look like Alyssa Thomas wants to, but now Connecticut will back it out. And how about the awareness of Kyla Charles and Jasmine Thomas both trying to calm their team down? 3 seconds left in the quarter. Thomas can't gather it, and Connecticut won't get a shot off. That'll do it for the first. 19-18, Connecticut leads after 1.
The power forward spot has been good to both teams here early. Alyssa Thomas showing that shoulder doesn't look like it's bothering her much, and nothing bothers A'ja Wilson, Ryan. Doesn't matter how many defenders are on her. She's gonna finish.
Welcome back here with the Aces, Angel McCautry. And Angel, I know that you guys have a very difficult defensive challenge tonight. Connecticut's tough, they're physical. How do you overcome that?
I think just playing good defense, offensive rebounding. We know our defense opens up our offense. So if we could just stay poised through it all and be physical back, we'll come through.
You have led a team to the WNBA Finals 3 times in your career. Now you're here with a team that's the #1 seed. How do you help and lift them in this moment with your experience?
You know, it's unfortunate I have 2 fouls right now, but I can just continue to lend my experience and just help guide, the girls through.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, Angel McCautry picking up those 2 fouls in her first 2 minutes, but certainly can score in a hurry when she does get back on the floor. Meanwhile, Jackie Young, another bucket and a chance for 3.
This is what we've seen since Jackie Young's days playing at Notre Dame, is when she gets in here, she can absorb contact as well as any player I've seen, especially as well as any guard. She is so efficient when getting fouled and finishing.
The first pick of the 2019 draft. Bill Lambier calls her our best post-entry passer. Says she has been exactly what Vegas was expecting, taking her #1 overall. Alyssa Thomas, the pirouette, the bucket, and the foul.
was really amazed at Alyssa Thomas, her aggressiveness, her unbotheredness by the fact that she injured her shoulder the way she did just 2 days ago, and Dearica Hambiak comes down with the foul.
Holly wanted other words, right?
She wanted other, yes.
All right, Hal, we have the thesaurus out. Unyielding, rugged, tenacious, vigorous. What do you think, Hal?
Gosh, I like all of those, but they don't sound strong enough. I need something that matches her physical strength with her toughness. Tenacity is good, but you can do better.
All right, we'll keep looking. Connecticut a 3-point lead. Game 3 of this best-of-5 semifinal. Kyla Charles can't hit the 3 off the delivery from Alyssa Thomas. Here comes Danielle Robinson, one of the fastest players in the WNBA. Vegas led the league in pace this season. Hamby backing down AC. Double comes and the steal.
Turnovers have been a problem for Vegas here so far in the first half. Done a really nice job pushing pace, but too many turnovers.
That jumper won't go. Charles, good box out from Swords, and the foul called against Montpremier.
Montpremier fouled out in game 2, and she's been an important defensive presence for Connecticut off the bench. And it looks like Montpremier clamped Carolyn Swords' arm. That's immediately going to be called a foul because it can so easily lead to injury.
Kurt Miller talking about Beatrice Montpremier as Wilson back in for Vegas. You said both she and Kyla Charles, they had first-round grades on. They felt they were both top 12 picks. Montpremier went 20th, Kyla Charles 23rd, both getting big minutes in the playoffs. (24-21), Connecticut in front of Vegas. Here's Alyssa Thomas looking for Heidemann. Kurt Miller trying to steal some minutes with Heidemann here and there, but knows it's not a great matchup against some of Vegas's bigger guards. Kyla Charles can't get it to go. Swords and Young there. Asia Wilson, center of the lane, gets smushed and fouled. And Asia Wilson will shoot 2.
Connecticut still sending doubles whenever Asia Wilson catches the ball. This time she has 6'4" Montpremier on her. Then she's got 6'4" DeWanna Bonner coming over. This is what Vegas does. They get to the free throw line. They don't shoot a lot of threes, but they make up for it by getting to the free throw line.
And they did that in game 2, shot 28 free throws to Connecticut's 7. Rebecca, you know what this is going to be?
Our YouTube TV shot?
Yes, this is the YouTube TV Try It Free Throw. Watch WNBA games and 85+ live channels when you try YouTube TV for free at tv.youtube.com.
I think this may evolve into my favorite promo.
You think so?
Since we don't have WNBA Store anymore, that used to clearly be my favorite.
Right. And then all the hoodies, you know, started selling like hotcakes, and they were like, hey, we don't need you anymore. But, you know, still check out WNBAstore.com. Oh, nice job. Alyssa Thomas lobbing into Bonner. And will they count the bucket? Jackie Young hit with the personal.
Jackie Young has great size. It's not very often that the other team's small forward is bigger than Jackie Young. Really nice job posting up Bonner.
Now, they did not count the bucket. Just a side out. Bonner can't hit that one. McBride the rebound. McBride, Wilson, Swords, Robinson, and Young. You can see the way Wilson is just getting hit underneath. And the foul is called against Alyssa Thomas, who was doing the hit.
I mean, that one was clear. Alyssa Thomas totally hip checked her. I don't think I've ever seen Alyssa Thomas agree with the call on her. I mean, she gets her, first she got her with the arm, then she gets her with the hip. She fouled her twice. She only got called once.
And this is significant. That's 2 fouls now on AT and 2 on Dewana Bonner, as well as 2 on Beatrice Montpremier as Thomas ties up Young. And you can see Alyssa Thomas that time grimacing a bit with the shoulder.
But the play right there is one of the reasons I think Alyssa Thomas is the best defender in the WNBA. She's guarding the 4 player, but comes out here and just is relentless and hawking the ball and causing a tie-up. Yeah, absolutely, you're right, Ryan, in terms of the grimace.
Let's check in with Holly.
Well, Kurt Miller today, when we talked to him about Alyssa Thomas's defense, he said, you know, I love Candace Parker. She is someone I get close to when I coached as an assistant out there. But make no mistake about it. Candace Parker was the Defensive Player of the Year named today. He said, make no mistake about it, Alyssa Thomas is the best defender in the world. She defends all 5 positions, not just what she does in the WNBA, what she does overseas. He said, I've got to stick up for her all day, every day. He thinks Alyssa Thomas is the best defensive player.
Yeah, and I think there are a lot of people, including the woman to my left, who would very much agree with him.
And I heard Atlanta head coach Nikki Collins saying recently that when they would play against Connecticut, they would run actions away from Alyssa Thomas. They did not want her involved as the defender in pick and roll action because she is so disruptive.
Well, Vegas, they do such a great job of getting to the line. They are already in the bonus here in the second quarter with 6:23 left in this quarter. So we'll see how the Aces take advantage of that. They were first in the WNBA in free throw attempts per game this season. And Asia Wilson off to another excellent start. 10 points, 5 rebounds. She's 4 of 4 from the line. Alyssa Thomas gets a runway, scoops it in, plus the foul.
I mean, we've seen her hit with floaters with the right hand. This time, just attacking and finishing with the left. It's one of the reasons she's so dangerous when she gets in the paint. Absorbing contact. We talk about Jackie Young being able to absorb contact and finish. Alyssa Thomas as well. And equally efficient with the right and left hands.
Holly?
Well, she's ambidextrous as a basketball player. She is right-handed, does everything right-handed, but grew up idolizing her cousin, so she shot like he did, which was left-handed. So her whole life, until recently, she was a left-handed shooter. She would shoot her free throws left-handed. And then in the last couple of years, she has switched back to a right-handed free throw where she's been a little bit more precise with that. But she can go either way. That's been what she's done since childhood.
That's such a great story, Holly. And incredible the consistency she shows finishing with both hands. Bonner kicks it out. Jasmine Thomas can't hit. Rebound Montpremier saves it over her head to Jasmine Thomas. Another chance here for Connecticut, leading by 1 midway through the second quarter of game 3. 3 to shoot. Bonner in the corner. No. And Wilson snatches her 6th rebound. Each team has struggled from deep. 1 of 5 for Vegas, 1 of 6 from Connecticut. Vegas 1 of 18 through the first 2 games of this series. As McCautry buries the 3. And Vegas already with more threes tonight than they had through the first 2 games.
Angel McCautry making the most of the limited minutes she's been able to play here in the first half.
Jasmine Thomas and Alyssa Thomas, 2-woman game. Jasmine scoots in for 2. A 20-10 edge in the paint in favor of Connecticut. A tie game at 28. Thomas comes up with a steal. Jasmine Thomas lays it in transition.
It is really physical inside. If you keep your eyes on Alyssa Thomas and Asia Wilson battling.
And Alyssa Thomas with 2 fouls. Asia Wilson with 1. Here is Young. A physical guard.
Look at how far off Jasmine Thomas is helping of Danielle Robinson. Montpremier just saved the layup.
Down court, Alyssa Thomas finishes. And Alyssa Thomas now with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in this first half. 8 turnovers now for Vegas. And a timeout taken by Bill Lambier. Alyssa Thomas, yeah, she's hurt. You wouldn't know it. Still dominant as ever.
When you are the reigning MVP, you are going to get a lot of defensive attention. A'ja Wilson has been surrounded every time she's caught the basketball tonight. There have been 2, sometimes 3 or 4 defenders around her, but she's continued to play well. 10 points on 3 for 5. She's getting to the free throw line, but every single touch, Connecticut is sending multiple people at her.
You see Alyssa Thomas being worked on as she plays through her right shoulder injury. McCautry can't finish inside. Able to chase it down, keep the possession alive for Vegas. 4-point Connecticut lead. Game 3 of this best of 5. Series tied at 1 apiece. Wilson another bucket. I mean, she is just so smooth with that jumper.
And with Danielle Robinson out of the game and Kayla McBride and Angel McCautry in, those are 2 players capable of making threes. It's a little harder to leave early to double team A'ja early.
In the corner, Bonner. No. And the rebound scooped up by Young. Here's McCautry. McCautry cutting through, couldn't finish, landed in her lap. Can't finish that time either. Swords has it pushed out of bounds. Good interior D there from Connecticut. Carolyn Swords will check out.
Well, now with the front court that Connecticut has in, Brianna Jones is going to have to play a little bit against the more mobile post player. So now she is the primary defender on A'ja Wilson.
Wilson over 3, still able to hit.
I mean, that's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Double, triple teams, no matter for the MVP. She has 14 points on 5 of 7 shooting in this opening half. And that's bowled out of bounds by Breon January.
All right, MVP, we're going to send 1, we're going to send 2, we're going to send 3. It just doesn't matter.
A'ja Wilson certainly looking like the MVP.
Vegas has done a really nice job the last couple of possessions, getting her the ball at the elbow extended where it's slightly harder to surround her. She still gets it from 3 sides there and able to finish. She's just simply been unstoppable no matter how many defenders on her.
That's a gorgeous shot chart for A'ja Wilson, aptly handling double and triple teams. For more on that, let's check in with Holly.
Well, when A'ja Wilson was a young girl, her father, Roscoe Wilson, who was a good player in his own right overseas back in the day, he used to put a 20-pound weight vest on her and then a 5-pound basketball. He would make her do the Mikan drill for 30 minutes with that heavy vest and a heavy ball. So she's used to going up strong through traffic like this. It's easy when you're not wearing a 20-pound weight vest and you don't have a 5-pound weighted ball. So give some credit to Roscoe, her dad. There she goes again, raising and elevating. She's making it look too easy.
That is an awesome story.
A bunch of parents at home now on Amazon trying to get the 20-pound weight vest.
That's right. You know, it's funny, too, because it's actually what Rebecca makes me do during regular season broadcasts just to get us ready for this time of year.
Connecticut again on the offensive glass.
Brianna Jones with the putback. She has 6 points and 5 rebounds. A plus 16 when it comes to points in the paint in favor of Connecticut. They have a 2-point lead overall. Under 90 seconds to go in this first half. Bonner dips in, banks it home. Dewana Bonner's 3rd field goal of the game. She now has 6 points to go with 5 boards. Wilson, not that time. Alyssa Thomas, the board, her 5th, to go with 11 points, 3 assists in this first half. January finds Jones. Good movement into Alyssa Thomas. Can't bank it in, but does get the foul called against Hamby, her 2nd. And Alyssa Thomas will shoot 2. Hey, stay tuned for the WNBA halftime report presented by State Farm. LaChina Robinson in our studio. We'll have guest analyst Natasha Cloud from the Washington Mystics. Did a great job during game 1 of the night, and we'll stay on for game 2 with LaChina. They'll review what happened with Seattle and Minnesota and everything going on in the W.
See De'Erica Hamby leaving the game now. I thought she did a really nice job the last possession, working hard, getting post position. The team just wasn't able to get her the basketball inside.
For more on Hamby, here's Holly.
Well, De'Erica Hamby is really fighting through it right now. She's not 100%. I just saw her on the sideline before that last time into the game, working with their athletic trainer, Laura Ramos, and she's really fighting through kind of a right leg, quad, and hamstring injury. She's giving it her all right now, but she is definitely not 100%.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly, as kickball is called. Hamby, the 2-time 6th Woman of the Year. Her team down 6, 31.2 to go. The best of 5 WNBA semifinals continue Sunday. League MVP Asia Wilson, top-seeded Aces, take on the Sun in Game 4 of their series at 1 Eastern on ESPN. Then, over on ABC, it's Game 3 between the Lynx and the Storm. Both games also streaming live on the ESPN app. Connecticut, a 6-point advantage, 25 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Jackie Young left it short. Shot clock violation. It's Connecticut basketball. And a 9th turnover for Vegas compared to 2 in this opening half from Connecticut.
That's been the difference. Two turnovers. That's ridiculously low.
Amazing. And Kurt Miller, who told us an incredible stat earlier, they're 11-1 this season, Connecticut, when they turn it over 13 or fewer times, 2-12 when they're 14 or more. So right now, that's trending well for the Sun. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Jones missed it right. Rebound goes to Wilson, and that will do it for the first half. Tightly contested, neither team leading by more than 6 at any point. Asia Wilson, Alyssa Thomas, the usual suspects doing their thing. State Farm halftime with LaChina Robinson coming up next.
If you like watching power forwards, you're going to see 2 of the best in the game tonight. Asia Wilson, the MVP. Doesn't matter how many defenders are on her. And Alyssa Thomas in transition. Right shoulder looking good.
Welcome back to the WNBA playoffs presented by AT&T 5G. Getting ready to start the second half of Game 3 of this best-of-5 semifinal series. Connecticut, a 38-32 lead on Vegas. This series tied at a game apiece. Hey, everybody, Ryan Rucco alongside the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo. Really tightly played game. This 6-point lead, the largest lead of the half for either team. Rebecca, we saw the stars playing like stars. Asia Wilson, the MVP. Wow, what a first half. And Alyssa Thomas playing through a shoulder injury that we thought was going to keep her out. Yeah, she still looks like Alyssa Thomas.
Yeah, the aggressive physical presence that we've come to watch with the Connecticut Sun. And she was able to get inside, spinning, finishing, getting to the free throw line on and ones. Both of these post players were 5 of 9 from the field in the first half. Alyssa gets it, putting the ball on the deck and spinning. And Asia Wilson, the amount of defensive attention she was drawing and still able to score over. Continue to expect both of these teams playing through their power forward position here in the second half.
Complete stat lines for each of these 2 stars. Let's go inside the wubble. Check in with Holly.
Well, just to remind people what Alyssa Thomas is fighting through tonight, just 48 hours ago, had a shoulder dislocation, an MRI, and now here she is playing tonight, leading her team in scoring. As she walked back out onto the court after halftime, I asked her, how is your shoulder feeling? And she said, it's okay. She kept her warm-up on for a long time, trying to stay warm as long as possible. She doesn't feel great, but she is battling through it right now.
Denied by Brianna Jones. Jasmine Thomas cutting through, dishing underneath. Good movement here, Connecticut, and now it settles with Bonner. Jasmine Thomas's floater won't go. McCautry the rebound. Connecticut has owned the paint. They're a plus 20 there. 30-10 edge when it comes to points in the paint. Wilson draws two. Couldn't finish that one. Jones the rebound. January with space. Can't hit. Another offensive rebound for Connecticut. That's going to be out of bounds off of Vegas. It'll stay here with the Sun.
The story in that first half, Connecticut with the offensive rebounds, only 2 turnovers. Vegas with 10 turnovers.
Here's Alyssa Thomas, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Alyssa Thomas from 17, doinks off. And here comes Angel. McCautry bullies her way to the rim. And that's something Vegas could really use, because Angel is one of the all-time great scorers in this game's history.
Yeah, so good when she penetrates the basket. Big and strong guard.
13th all-time in points scored in WNBA history. Good D there from Wilson. Here comes Angel. McCautry bending off. Finding Swords, who lays it in.
How about Angel McCautry so far early here in this third quarter? Even that early possession where she missed a couple in a row. Just her ability to continue to get in the paint and attack the glass.
Jasmine Thomas can't finish. Angel McCautry got her hand in there. Here comes McBride with Robinson. McBride's three won't go. Rebound Jasmine Thomas. Good chance there for Vegas. Thomas, the reverse layup drops in.
Connecticut in that first half, 28 points in the paint. Vegas had 10. That's where Vegas makes their money, earns their living, is scoring in the paint. Cashes their check. What else can I say?
Deposits that dough.
Huge, huge for D-Rob to be able to step into that shot. We've seen that her defender is consistently leaving her. Anticipating a double on Asia Wilson. It's going to be important for Danielle to be able to hit mid-range jumpers.
Alyssa Thomas able to gather the offensive rebound and violently swings it out. Bonner fading away.
I don't know if she's made one of those turnaround fadeaways yet this series.
Is that you forecasting that at some point she will?
She's made them throughout the course of the regular season, just not against Vegas.
McCautry on a three, and Angel McCautry putting her stamp on this third quarter. Time out, Connecticut.
Vegas only down 1, and it's on the shoulders of Angel McCautry, the veteran, getting it done here early in the third.
The WNBA Playoffs 2020 is brought to you by Taco Bell. Order ahead and pick up your favorites at our contactless drive-thru.
The election is right around the corner. Registration deadlines are coming soon. Make sure you, your family, and friends have a plan to vote. by visiting whenweallvote.org today. Well, Angel McCautry, 5 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist already in this third quarter. Vegas has shaved the deficit down to 1. Brianna Jones can't finish, out of bounds. Ooh, that looked like it lasted Asia Wilson.
And Angel McCautry out of the game now, but Bill Lambier saying yesterday, I want fourth quarter Angel every minute of the game in terms of bringing energy. He said she's capable of high energy for 30 minutes, but he's been really diligent this season at parsing out her minutes, playing 5 minutes at a time so she can consistently bring the type of energy he wants.
January, bunny hops into a jumper. 44-41, Connecticut in front. Breon January has been big for Connecticut. Took a while to get in the flow after recovering from COVID-19, but she has really been impactful so far in these playoffs. Thomas, nice little hesitation. The lead for Alyssa, who can't finish. Rebound, Asia Wilson, her 10th to go with 14 points. Another playoff double-double for Asia Wilson. Hamby, nice vision, and Robinson pops it in.
And you're going to need to see more of that when Danielle Robinson is in the game. We talked about it in the first half. It's her defender that is leaving her early in the possession. If she can cut to the rim, she will get some easier looks.
Jasmine Thomas can't finish. Alyssa Thomas can on another offensive rebound. 10 offensive rebounds now for Connecticut. Young, able to finish, plus the foul. Jackie Young just so strong.
And she's got another big physical defender on her in Kyla Charles, and still able to get inside and finish. Such a staple of what Vegas does. Get to the free throw line.
Well, this season, they averaged 23.5 free throws per game, which was #1 in the WNBA. That was just their 7th free throw tonight. Tied at 46, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter of Game 3 in a 1-1 best-of-5 series. Jones forcing her way in and eventually did get the whistle. But Brianna Jones will go to the stripe.
Kurt Miller told us this morning that they needed a little bit more of offense out of Brianna Jones, and they've done a good job of playing through her, getting her the basketball in positions where she can do something with it.
They won Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Heat and Celtics tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern. The Heat are 1 win away from the NBA Finals. NBA Countdown gets our coverage started at 7:30 on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. Close games in that series, very entertaining action. Connecticut a 1-point lead. Young. Oh, nice footwork from Young. Just couldn't finish the dive. And Alyssa Thomas busting out. Charles, toes behind the line. Rims out. Rebound out of bounds. Off of Alyssa Thomas. Vegas basketball. Let's see. Close.
Yeah. Connecticut now 1 for 8 from the three-point line. It's a team that struggled to shoot the three ball consistently for much of the regular season.
McCautry back in and still feeling it here in this third.
She's giving fourth quarter energy, Ryan.
Third highest playoff points per game average in WNBA history. And Vegas wanted to travel, didn't get it. Aces in front by 1. Jones flips it back to Kyla Charles. What touch from Brianna Jones.
First, there was a terrific catch. And then a great job delivering the pass.
Back and forth they go. McCautry, not that time. Asia Wilson fighting and saving. athletic and astute. That's A'ja Wilson.
A'ja Wilson has been a little bit quiet here in a stretch, and one way you can get yourself going, get an extra touch, is to get to the offensive glass.
Wilson will get a breather. You know, she will be ridden hard down the stretch of this game. McCautry, not that time, left it a little short. Alyssa Thomas with her 10th rebound. That goes with 15 points on 6 of 12 shooting in a game she was listed as out for yesterday. How about that pass? January to Charles could not hit, but a foul. It's not going to be on the shot from Charles. It's going to be on the contact against Jones.
Just a beautiful catch and pass in one motion, and then Angel McCautry trying to get through the screen was where the foul happened.
She was literally trying to get through the screen.
Yeah.
Third foul on Angel McCautry. She had 2 early, went to the bench after 2 minutes. January, good D from Young. January finally finds space as Swords just left her. And January hits the jumper. Thomas went for the steal, a little 5-on-4. Young was open, did not take from 3. That's not necessarily her strength.
Breon January, one of those acquisitions in the offseason who has experience in this moment, in being in the playoffs and winning WNBA championships.
The Swords need to stay longer there on the hedge before retreating from January?
Probably, yeah, especially as the shot clock is going down.
Wilson right back in for Las Vegas. And she will be the 5 with this lineup. And a turnover from Las Vegas.
Two turnovers for Connecticut. 2 turnovers. That is a ridiculously low number.
And 11 now for Vegas. 3-point Connecticut lead. Good hands from Angel. 8th all-time in steals in WNBA history. January waits, takes, can't hit. Hamby the rebound. Erica Hamby just 2 points in this game. Does have 4 assists and 4 boards.
She was quiet the first 3 quarters of game 2 as well, and then came alive a bit in the 4th.
A'ja Wilson has not scored yet in this 3rd. Hamby wedges in the 3. Those friendly IMG rims. Alyssa Thomas, the pirouette, the kick. Good D from Hamby. All over Kyla Charles to force the steal. Young finds McCautry, the lead, and Hamby pops it in. Just like that, the offense from De'Erica Hamby is present.
Tawana Bonner has been on the bench for a stretch for Connecticut. This is a player who did not leave the court in game 2, played all 40 minutes. Angel McCautry gets bumped, leaves it off for Hamby, finishes. We talked about her being kind of quiet, and then the last couple of possessions, 5 quick points.
Bang, bang. Meanwhile, Kalina Mosqueda-Lewis into the game for Connecticut.
Mosqueda-Lewis, known as a sniper from the 3-point line. She's not shot great this season, and a little bit more limited minutes.
She did not play in game 2, got 4 minutes in game 1. Alyssa Thomas can't finish. Beatrice Montpremier, more offensive rebounding for Connecticut. 11 offensive boards. 12 second chance points. Robinson hits the 3, a rarity for Robinson, but a big one for Vegas.
That is always a bonus for Vegas if they can get Robinson to drain one from outside.
16% from deep in her career. Did hit 5 in 13 attempts this season. January with 7 to shoot. Alyssa Thomas can't pop it in. Mom Premier denied. Loose ball. Grabbed by Vegas. And that'll do it for the third. Strong finish to the quarter from the Aces. A 1-1 series. A 3-point Aces lead after 3. Fourth quarter coming up.
How many times have you said this season, Rye? D-Rob for 3.
Not many.
Connecticut's Jasmine Thomas, and turnovers are such a big story in this game. Just 2 for your team through most of this. How can you keep that trend going in the fourth quarter?
Just taking care of the ball and making for sure passes and playing through the paint. You know, we're getting the ball in the hands of the people it needs to be in, and we're making plays. And we know that we win games when we keep our turnovers low.
How do you describe the toughness that you're seeing from Alyssa Thomas coming back after that gruesome shoulder injury?
I mean, it's what she does. You know, she plays on these shoulders all the time, and, you know, it was worrisome to see her go down in the last game, but she's the toughest player I've ever been around, so we knew she'd come back out here.
Thank you so much.
Ryan, no surprise. In that third quarter, Asia Wilson with only 1 field goal attempt. Where does Vegas go? The first possession of the fourth, right to Asia Wilson. Let her go one-on-one.
She cashes in. Jasmine Thomas can't hit. Long board, scooped up by January, who then got face shoved. And so the foul is called against Danielle Robinson.
Asia Wilson catching at the free throw line area. You can't defend her with one because she can go right, go left. Here she starts right and spins back and making it once again look so easy.
Pretty interesting, Rebecca, that Vegas was able to outscore Connecticut 24-15 in that third, despite just 1 shot attempt from Asia Wilson.
Angel McCautry with a big third quarter. And Jasmine Thomas, player from Connecticut, with 31 points in game 1. Here in game 3 so far, just 3 of 12 from the floor.
January, guarded by Hamby. A lot of size from Hamby. Good screen from Mom Premier. Free January. She can't hit. Vegas loves to run, and here they come. Jackie Young all the way in. Couldn't hit. Wilson gets fouled on the follow. And Asia Wilson is going to shoot 2. And a little words exchanged afterwards.
Vegas finishing the defensive possession. They force a tough shot, and then they get the defensive board. That allows them to get out and transition. Jackie Young with a good look. Asia Wilson with a nice follow.
Wilson hits the first. Hey, let's take a look at Sunday's WNBA playoff schedule. 2 teams will be trying to punch their ticket to the finals. 1 o'clock Eastern, Vegas and Connecticut, game 4. And then on ABC at 3 Eastern, it'll be Seattle with a 2-0 lead on Minnesota, game 3. For more on these games, go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. And we'll see what Connecticut can get from DeWanna Bonner in this fourth quarter. Sat for a lot of the third. Not been effective in this game, just 3 of 10 from the floor. As Alyssa Thomas again misses a layup. She's missed some close looks so far in the second half after her torrid first half. Asia Wilson back to work. Can't get that one. Bonner the rebound. Here is Bonner kicking out. Good close out from Robinson. Bonner, not much there with Hamby. Bonner gets denied, but a foul. And DeWanna Bonner will go to the line to shoot 2.
And that's what Kurt Miller said he wants more from Bonner, is trying to attack, get in the paint, get to the free throw line.
These are the first free throws of the game for DeWanna Bonner. She is 20 of 20 from the line in these playoffs. Now you may be wondering, what's the all-time WNBA record?
That's exactly what I was wondering.
I thought you were. For most free throws made consecutively without a miss in a single postseason. That was exactly what you were wondering, right?
In just the way you said it,
That's
yes.
what I thought. Elena Deladon, 32 of 32 in the 2018 playoffs.
No surprise.
No, Elena Deladon could be the greatest free throw shooter in the history of basketball. 5-point Aces lead after Bonner hits both. Wilson double team, air ball, Jones the rebound, Connecticut with an opportunity. January sucks in the D, and Jones left to eat. "11 points, 9 rebounds for Brianna Jones. Kurt Miller told us she's a key. She has to play well for us to win." And there, Alyssa Thomas, she stopped defending to complain about a call. It cost them a bucket.
Yes, it did.
Thomas on the cut, misses another layup, perhaps seeking contact more than the bucket that time. Robinson is fouled as she sped ahead, and Alyssa Thomas might need to be channeled a little bit here.
Beautiful pass by Breon January to Brianna Jones, and then listen, I think, did Hamby get Thomas in the face?
She may have. I mean, Alyssa Thomas may have had a legitimate
Yeah,
right.
but you still got to play until you hear the whistle.
That air ball caught by Jasmine Thomas. Dangerous look from Jasmine Thomas. And taken away by the Aces. A rare turnover in this game for Connecticut. Just their 4th. We mentioned the number earlier. Connecticut is 11-1 when they turn it over 13 or fewer times. 2-12 when they turn it over 14 or more. Hamby insists her way, but can't finish. Here comes Alyssa Thomas. Thomas draws the block on Angel, who is a bit perplexed.
And this is the lineup for Vegas that can be so potent. They have great size at the wing position, players who can score.
Looked like Angel impeded her way.
Yeah.
Even though Alyssa might have given a little forearm. 4 fouls now on Angel, and Thomas is grabbed by Hamby. Things getting a little chippy in this 4th quarter.
They certainly are. What did Angel McCautry say after game 1? They were playing football. I guess we're gonna have to go out and play football too.
These are 2 very physical teams. That right there is the 4th team foul against Vegas. Significant, because the next one obviously puts Connecticut at the line. They'll shoot the rest of the way. A lot of time left in this quarter. January alone, can't hit. Loose ball, Jasmine Thomas grabs it. Thomas somehow scooted it over to Alyssa. 7 to shoot. Jasmine Thomas tries the reverse, can't get it to go. Good D from Asia Wilson. And a little bit of a herky-jerky possession from Connecticut. Angel's jumper, no. Rebound Bonner.
When's the last time somebody scored?
It feels like a while. Jones to the reverse, can't slide it in. Jackie Young the rebound. Teams are going to enjoy this next break.
Yeah, you've seen some tired shots the last couple of possessions.
Angel McCautry, another jumper. She has 14 points. It's a 7-point Aces lead. January turns the corner and hits the jumper, a big one for Connecticut. Connecticut shooting just 34% as a team. They have 14 offensive rebounds, though, and that's how they've been able to hang despite the poor shooting.
Their positions 1 through 3 are the ones who have really struggled from the field.
Bonner, good D, harassing McCautry.
Man, everybody is tired out there right now.
Bonner looking into Jones. Jones turns and flips it in. Bill Lambier wanted an offensive foul. He didn't get it. Instead, he'll take a timeout. 4:44 to go in the 4th. 3-point game.
Brianna Jones had a smaller McCautry on her inside. Uses the shoulder, finishes.
Let's take a look at tonight's power moments of the game, brought to you by Beats Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson has been so tough to stop for the Connecticut Sun. She's been able to score over multiple defenders. They're always sending multiple to her. I mean, just a great performance from her. Already 18 points, 12 boards on the night.
Second career playoff double-double. A playoff career high 12 boards for A'ja Wilson. Just get a feeling when her career's said and done, she's going to have a few more of these.
Yeah, you think?
3-point game, 4:35 to go in a pivotal game 3. Series tied at a game apiece. A best-of-5 semifinals. Bonner secures the rebound. Sprints down the floor. 10th board for Bonner. Rebounding even at 40 apiece. Alyssa Thomas finds Bonner in the corner. 8 to shoot. Bonner waiting. Taking a long time. Bonner scoots in and flips it home. DeWanna Bonner in pain after that bucket. Grabbing at her right ankle. Down the other end, a foul is given by January, but Bonner looks to be in considerable pain after that bucket.
Foul charge to number 20, January, 4th personal.
Oh, yeah, you see when she comes down, her right toe. Looks like on Angel McCauley's foot maybe, and that's what causes her right ankle to turn.
We'll step aside. 3:58 to go. A 1-point game in a 1-1 series, game 3. Well, that is certainly a welcome sign for Connecticut. DeWanna Bonner on the floor and seeming to walk without much of a limp after this. Turns the right ankle, but ended up okay after a big bucket. Now that foul taken by January was called on the floor. Vegas, good play out of the timeout, and it ends up with Robinson laying it home.
Really nice job. We've seen her be able to get free at times, cutting to the basket, because again, it's her player who's helping.
January turns the corner, bounces in, sneaky. Brianna Jones finishes. And Jones, who had been saddled with foul trouble early in this series, has 15 points and 9 rebounds tonight. 1-point game. A'ja Wilson back to work. Too strong. Alyssa Thomas the board. Thomas motoring. Alyssa spinning on Hamby, banks it in. Connecticut back in front with 3 minutes to go in the fourth. 17 points, 12 rebounds for Alyssa Thomas. Jones jumps the root, comes up with a steal. Jasmine Thomas finds January. Connecticut calmly reassessing on the offensive end. Alyssa Thomas, the jumper, way off. And it's out of bounds off of Hamby. So another chance here for Connecticut.
Alyssa Thomas is so good at the spin and getting her balance back, finishing inside. Her bench is feeling pretty good about their leader's output here tonight.
Now, they have the shot clock. Yeah, they had it at 14, but now it's back down to 8. Did not hit rim. So 8 to shoot for Connecticut, leading by 1. 2:35 to go. Jasmine Thomas has got to get it in, and she does not. That is a critical turnover from Connecticut, a 5-second violation.
And credit Vegas's defense for not allowing that basketball to come in. Last time they had the right idea. They want to play through A'ja Wilson, but you cannot telegraph the pass. A ball fake and then enter it into her.
23 Vegas assists on 26 made field goals. That was just the 5th turnover from Connecticut. Wilson sees the lane, can't finish, but got fouled. And A'ja Wilson will shoot 2 to try and put Vegas back in front.
One of the things that makes A'ja Wilson so dangerous is when you start surrounding her on the block, she can come up to the elbow area and catch the ball. She can now consistently make that if she decides to shoot it, and then she's so quick and explosive when she puts it on the deck.
Wilson hits the free throw, tie game. A'ja Wilson, 19 points. She is 7 of 7 from the line. Vegas as a team, 10 of 10. And Wilson makes both. Vegas back in front by 1. Series tied at a game apiece in this best-of-5 semifinals. January around the Jones screen. Alyssa Thomas's floater is good. 19 for Alyssa Thomas, and Connecticut back in front. Under 2 minutes to go. Wilson flashes, one dribble. Does she get the roll? No, that's going to stay right here. Or is it? Angel McCautry actually hit with the foul. It'll be her 5th. Vegas is over the limit, so free throws coming for Bonner.
Good action to get Asia Wilson that look, and DeWanna Bonner has been terrific on the boards here tonight. We've talked about her struggles a bit from the field. Well, she's gotten it done on the glass.
4 of 11 from the floor, but 10 rebounds for Bonner. Would have been an 11 if not for the foul call there. And Bonner, who is 22 for 22 from the line in these playoffs, will shoot 2 more here. And hits the first. And Bonner gives Connecticut a 3-point lead. Vegas led by 7 with 5:33 to go. Now they face a 3-point hole with 1:48 left in the fourth. 1:48 left in this fourth. We saw Asia Wilson take over with a minute to go in game 2. Do they run through her again?
Yes, yes. She can take over as long as she has the basketball in her hands, but understanding also where the double and triple teams might come from and how you can exploit that.
McCautry, Wilson, McBride, Young, Hamby, the 5 on the floor for Las Vegas. Young directing traffic. Patiently waiting. Wilson, eyes up. Double comes, good hands. Loose ball, stolen by Connecticut.
That was one of the things that Alyssa Thomas can bring to you on the defensive end of the floor. It was her hand that got on the basketball.
January, 10 to shoot. Connecticut by 3. Alyssa Thomas, good look, 5 to shoot. Jones can't finish. Rebound Vegas. Down by 3. 1:05 left. A 1-1 series. Young leans in and finishes, but a charge. A charge is called as January takes the contact.
Breon January with a phenomenal job getting to her spot. Staying vertical, and Jackie Young leans into her. That is absolutely the right call.
And the Connecticut bench applauds the effort. Sun lead by 3. 52 seconds to go. Alyssa Thomas storming in and banks it home. Alyssa Thomas, 21 points, 12 rebounds, and a 5-point Connecticut lead with 48.9 left.
Coming in, we did not know if Alyssa Thomas would play. She certainly came to play.
Well, Connecticut now a 2-possession lead with 40 seconds to go.
And Alyssa Thomas, when she gets a touch in the paint, she can finish. And we've seen it all game long. We've talked about her going right and the ability to finish left. This does not look like a player that left the game 2 days ago because of a dislocated shoulder.
Alyssa Thomas was listed as out on the injury report yesterday. Got upgraded to questionable this morning. Moved to a game-time decision. She has played, and she has been her usual effective playoff self. 21 points, 12 rebounds. Connecticut a 5-point lead, 48.9 to go. Vegas still with 1 timeout remaining. Here comes Angel, and there's Alyssa Thomas on the steal, the finish, plus the foul. Alyssa Thomas asserting herself. herself down the stretch and perhaps putting this one out of reach.
Connecticut starts on the defensive end of the floor. That's how they got here. A great job by Alyssa Thomas to get out and transition. She initiates that contact.
Would that have been an offensive foul?
Yes, she initiates that contact, but still gets to the free throw line.
That would seem to be a legitimate gripe if you're Vegas there. Looked like Alyssa Thomas sought out Angel McCautry. Nonetheless, Thomas gets the bucket, loose ball, picked up by Vegas. Still some hope here. Down 7, 38 seconds left. McBride trapped, needs to get it across, throws it away. The Connecticut D causing Vegas to come undone on their offensive possessions in these final 2 minutes.
Hey, Connecticut is just swarming, and this is what they look like at their best. They make the opponent uncomfortable. Kurt Miller told us coming into these playoffs, he said, we have top 4 talent on this team, and what got us here is our defense. If we can consistently score in stretches, we will be dangerous. We've seen it here today, Ryan. When they've needed to step up on the defensive end, they have in a big way.
What a run from Connecticut. They are on a 20-4 run. And it is all cosmetic at this point. Rebound Jones. Vegas backs off. Down 7 with 5:33 left. The Connecticut Sun claw back. And the Connecticut Sun are 1 win away from heading back to the WNBA Finals. They take game 3, 77-68. The final score. And the 7-seed Sun have pushed the top-seeded Vegas Aces to the brink.
What a showing of tremendous toughness by the Connecticut Sun. And it starts with their leader, Alyssa Thomas, even being able to be on the floor tonight. And while they made some mistakes, they were able to come through, showing that toughness late. Alyssa Thomas offensively, you know, if she can get a touch in the paint, she can finish, delivering contact, absorbing contact on the offensive end, but it was 2 huge defensive plays late that truly sealed the victory for the Connecticut Sun on the shoulders of their player who had a dislocated shoulder 2 days ago. What a performance.
Alyssa Thomas with 23 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 7th career playoff double-double, all with a dislocated shoulder. Connecticut takes a 2-1 series lead. Here's Alyssa with Holland.
Alyssa Thomas, we saw you writhing on the pain, screaming out here in so much pain. What did you find within yourself to come back and play in this game tonight?
Just my team. You know, it's been a special year for us. We had a slow start to our season, but I mean, we really bought into, you know, what the coaches wanted us to do this year, and, you know, I couldn't go down like that. I'm a fighter. It's playoff time, and this is the time for us to really show what we're about.
You made it look easy tonight, but it wasn't. You could barely put your jacket on just now because you're hurting. How did you find that within you at the end to take over?
I mean, these are the moments we all live for. This is my time. I don't want to lose. I know what this team is about, and I'm going to push no matter what.
You guys are now 1 win away from getting to the WNBA Finals for the 2nd straight season. What will it take on Sunday?
Everything we got. We know this team is going to come super hard at us next game, but we got to be ready. We got to be better, hit shots, and just do what we do.
What will you do between now and then to help treat that shoulder?
Probably all the treatment, ice, whatever I can do, rest, and be ready for Sunday.
Your shoulders were just big enough and just strong enough tonight. An amazing performance, Alyssa. Thank you.
Well, Alyssa Thomas, a remarkable performance to give Connecticut a 2-1 series lead on the Aces. Game 4, Sunday, 1 Eastern on ESPN. I mean, these games have been incredible. You don't want to miss it. And Game 3 between Minnesota and Seattle, those first 2 games have been outstanding as well. That'll be Sunday, 3 Eastern on ABC. Seattle a 2-0 series lead. Once again, our final score, Connecticut 77 and Vegas 68. For our producer, Joe Taylor, director, Ken Dennis, Holly Rowe, Rebecca Lobo, LaChina Robinson, Natasha Cloud, and our entire crew. I'm Ryan Rucco. Thanks for watching. Alyssa Thomas delivers Connecticut a Game 3 victory.